Canon ESO Rebel T7 2000D. Is this the right camera for my YouTube channel? Hello, and thank you for stopping by. Today I'm going to show you the unboxing and my first impressions of this camera. I bought this camera at the end of December. It's now January and I finally have the time to look into it. I want to let you know up front that photography is definitely not my strong suit, and this camera may be more than I can handle. This is the package that I end up buying. When I first looked at it, I thought I was getting the camera and an extra lens. That's what it looks like in this photograph. But after reading the description, I realized that it's only one lens that comes with this camera, and it has a 32 gigabyte memory card with some of these other tchotchkes down here. The other package I was looking at is this one here. Same camera, but it has a 64 gigabyte memory card, and it also comes with this memory stick. Now, the difference between these two packages was $272. Again, I don't know my way around these cameras, and for the difference in the price, what you were getting is this extra lens, which I priced on Amazon. And at the time I priced it, it was $199. But prices change on a regular basis. You know how that goes. But that was $199. Figure an extra $20 difference for this card. And the memory stick, I don't know what those go for. But besides adding the lens, the larger memory card, and the memory stick, they gave you the software. They gave you the software packages over here. Now, at some point, I might want these packages, or I might use them. But my thought was, by time I get to learn how to use this camera proficiently, I may or may not want these. They may be lower in price. I don't know. So we're talking about $272 difference. If you're proficient with cameras, this package may be the package for you. But for me, I figured I could use that $272 for something else I can use. Now, I did go online and look for directions on how to use this camera, and I came up to this site here. Right up here it says uscanon.com, and I'll put this link on the bottom so you could just click on it and go to this link if you need a manual. And when you go to the manual section of this, it brings up a whole range, page after page of instructions. This is like looking at volumes of Britannica encyclopedias. I don't know how far I'm going to get with this camera, but if any of you out there would like to contact me and walk me through some of this or give me some tips, I would really appreciate that. So now, let's go to the unboxing. Alright, and I want to get to this. Well, I still have the ability to send back, because of the holiday shipping, they extend the shipping time that you can send it back. We have here, okay, just the shipping label. Okay, we got the carrying bag. We have a package with this in here, a cleaning kit, and it looks like some kind of a tripod here. Got this cable. I'm assuming this is to connect it to the computer. We have this handheld stick. We have a flash. Okay, this is interesting. It says batteries not included. Includes camera hotshot shoe bracket. Okay, let's see what. I didn't notice this in the description. A quick look at that. Now, I did read some of the instructions on this, and it advised that you charge the battery fully before you use it. It states that the battery may have a charge in it, and it may work, but you extend the battery life by charging it before you use it the first time. So, not knowing one way or the other, I follow the instructions. And here's the flash. And here's that bracket to hold it on. Okay. for the camera itself. Now, this is a little crinkled over here, but it was in that box. And I have to say, the fella that delivered it came up to the doorstep and he knocked on the door, which I gotta tell you, it impressed me, because I had things just thrown on my steps. Oh, wait. Don't have to go online. It does come with a book. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. I'm looking for the English version of it. I'm taking for granted English is in here somewhere. Maybe. As that famous saying goes, I'll circle back to this. Getting started. Oh, wait a minute. English is right in the beginning. I must have just flipped right through it. These pages are thin. Anyway, enough of that. Have your strap. Plug. Guess to charge the battery. And let's see what we have here. Looks like it's packaged pretty nice. We have the lens. Lens has the lens cap on it. Battery charger. Battery. Pretty thick battery. And the camera itself. I want to say, but this looks like this might have been opened once before. It's not supposed to be a refurbished one. And here's the camera. Now, the lens has a cap on each side, and it has this cap for the camera. So that's good, not to get any debris or anything inside the camera. Like I said, I don't know much about cameras, but I know they can get dirty. One drawback on this, and I realized it after I hit the purchase button. I would prefer a camera where this lens flips around. So while I'm doing a video and the camera's pointing towards myself and the work, I could see with that flip around lens, I could see if I'm in focus or not, if I have to bring it in a little closer. The whole idea of this camera is that I want to get sharper images when I'm working on carburetors or whatever I happen to be working on, where I could get a close-up. So now I have to figure a way and how I can see what's behind here, because this is where it's going to be showing up. And that's a big negative for me. That's a real big negative. Now, I had a small Canon camera. I forget the model. It's one of those little ones that looks like a little pack of cigarettes. And when I used to do with that, when I put it on the tripod, I had one of those mirrors that opened up, and I drilled a hole in the case, and I had the mirror behind it, and I used to focus in that way. It took me a while to figure that one out, but I don't know if I'm going to do something like that with this or not. The camera has a nice feel to it. If you're just shooting and holding, a lot of times I'll be holding with one hand, working with the other. For me, on a personal level, here's a catch. A lot of times I'll be holding the camera while I'm working. I'm right-handed. This camera is more comfortable in the right hand, and I don't work well with the wrenches in my left hand. So that's something I'm going to have to work around. Besides those pages of instructions, you have to go online and look at those instructions. It's incredible. Let's see, is there anything else in here that maybe I forgot? Okay, that's the end of the goodies. So that's the unboxing. It's really, for the money, I got to tell you, it's really light. But you know what? I'm not looking for heavy camera. I remember when I was younger, parents had a camera. It was so heavy. And this thing is so light. Once I use this a couple times, I'll be back to let you know what I think. If anybody out there wants to give me some input on how to use this camera, it's the Canon Rebel T7 ESO 2000D, whatever that all stands for. I'm a babe in the woods when it comes to this. That's a wrap. If you enjoyed this video, found it useful, give it a like. Any questions or comments, post them down below. It is appreciated. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe. Hit that Joe Z button and be sure to ring the bell not to miss my new videos as I upload them. And until next time, stay safe.